So I saw something today on YouTube called a coming out video, and I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to make my own. I am really new coming out. I came out about a month ago, and it was very scary, it was very exciting, and I wanted to document it since it's still fresh in my head. I can remember being in elementary school, middle school, and having crushes and thinking boys were cute, and I didn't necessarily always think the boys were the cute ones. I remember thinking, oh, that girl's really cute, or I really like her hair, or she smells really good, stuff like that. And when I was in middle school and high school, I had a on and off boyfriend. We dated on and off all through middle school and high school. And everybody thought we were going to end up together. Teachers, our parents, everybody. And he's still a really good friend of mine, and his life is going really great, and I'm so happy for him. But thinking back now, with the things that I know about myself, I know why it didn't ever work out when we dated and when we tried it. I was in the summer between my junior and senior year of high school. I went away for a week to this kind of camp. It was called Hoosier Girls State. 2 girls every year chosen to go, and we went to Indiana State down in Terre Haute, and we stayed in the dorms, and we had mock elections, and we did public speaking. We basically learned about the government through doing things that politicians do, and it was really fun. It was really cool. Well, one of the girls in my city, I had the biggest crush on her. I thought she was so pretty. I thought she was just amazing. And I wanted to do everything I could to make her feel as special as she was. And I had never really had those feelings before with anyone else. Like, I thought boys were cute, and I had, crushes on boys and stuff, but those feelings were something I'd never had before. And I remember getting into college and seeing other women there, and just, they're really pretty, they're really cute. And it's not like I didn't grow up around same-sex couples and same-sex marriages. My dad is gay, and he has a wonderful husband. They have been married for most of my life, and so I'm not unfamiliar with the LGBTQ community. But I was never really quite sure where I fell in, because I always assumed I was straight. Even though I had these crushes on women, I just thought, no, it's just a phase. It's not. No, it was, and it still is. I consider myself to be bisexual, but I quite feel like I have a preference to women. I love women. I think women are beautiful. I think they are just absolutely magical. And I was in a relationship with a man for about 6.5 years, and it recently ended. And when it ended, I was sad, because sad times, but it ended very well. And when I moved out and I got into my own place, and I started actually thinking about, I'm single now. I am single again for the first time in a while. What do I want? And I had been thinking about my identity for a couple of years now. I recently moved down to Fort Wayne from South Bend, and when I moved down to Fort Wayne, when I would meet new people and meet new friends, I would tell them, if it came up in conversation or something, I would tell them, I am bisexual. And the first time I told somebody that, I was actually living in South Bend at the time. I told a really close friend of mine in college, and I don't remember exactly how it came up, but I told her. It's like, I am bisexual. I like men and women. And she was really cool with it, and she was really, supportive and everything. And that was the first time I'd ever acknowledged it. And it felt so good, and it felt so freeing. So when I moved down here to Fort Wayne, when I would meet new friends and it came up, I would tell them. And I did. I have two really great friends down here in Fort Wayne, and I am out to them. And I've been out to them since I moved down here over 3 years ago now. And they have known probably the longest. And when my relationship ended, it ended in December, and I moved out in February, right before quarantine hit. So I moved out Valentine's weekend, and I ended up going to Florida for a 4-day weekend at the end of February, 2 weeks later. And then about a week after I came home, boom, quarantine, lockdown, everything. Can't go anywhere, can't do anything besides work and home. And that's all I did. So in March, I was bored and I was lonely, and I was like, Facebook sent me an advertisement for their Facebook dating. I'm bored, I'm lonely, I give this a shot. So I set up my profile, and when they asked, do you want to be matched with men, women, everybody, I clicked everybody. Why not? Let's start actually embracing this part of you now, instead of just burying it underneath everything. So I did. And I ended up turning it off 20 minutes later because I got all these matches, or all these hits, I guess. They're not matches until I push the button. I still don't know how it works. But I ended up turning it off 20 minutes later because I'm like, nope, not ready for this. I lied. Not quite there yet. So a couple months go by, and June hits. And I'm like, okay, stuff's kind of starting to open up again. I'm still bored. I'm still lonely. Let's try this out again. So I reactivated it, and a couple minutes into it, I had a hit from this woman, and she's very cute, very, very nice, and I matched with her, and we started talking, and we talked all the time. From about the time we wake up in the morning till one of us fell asleep at night, we talked. And I finally asked her out on a date, and I was like, I'm going for this. We're just gonna go for this. So I did. Asked her out on a date, and we picked a place, we picked a time, we picked a day, everything. And then I thought, I'm going on this date with this really amazing young woman. I don't want to keep lying to myself. So I thought, well, maybe I should start telling people, like actual people in my family, like my mom and my dad's and, my best friend who I've been best friends with since we were in, second grade. I should probably tell people. So I did. Actually, I think one of the first people that I told was another friend of mine from South Bend. We were just talking on the phone one night, and I told her, I said, I'm bisexual. I have a date with a woman coming up, and I'm really excited about it. And she was so supportive, and she was so excited, and we talked probably very late at night. about it, and it was very good. And then a couple of nights later, I was texting with my best friend, Katie, and she's the one I've been best friends with since, second grade. So I think 20 years now we've been best friends. And I texted her and I was like, I'm single now, and I've come to the realization that I kind of want to explore my sexuality a little bit, and I think I want to try dating women. And she was like, I support you. I'm very, whatever you want to do. I was like, Katie, I think I just came out to you. I'm bisexual. And she was like, I'm so happy for you. I love you so much. And I'm so proud of you. And it was really great. And it really felt great to actually tell somebody that I have known forever and who has known me forever that this is who I am and this is me. So, I don't know. The date I was going to go on was on a Saturday. Well, it was a Tuesday, the Tuesday before. And I donate plasma regularly, and I was at my donation and I was bored, so I was just, on Pinterest, and I saw like these really cute memes for, coming out and like how other people had done it, because I was kind of looking, I was like, I kind of want to have some fun with this. So I saw one that I liked, so I saved it to my phone, and on my drive home from plasma, like, I went through in my head what I wanted to say. I went through what I wanted to post on Facebook and what I wanted to say to my parents. And so I got home and I called up my mom, and I was very scared and I was very excited and I was just very nervous. I called her and I said, Mom, I've got some really exciting news, and I'm very excited about it, and I hope you're going to be really excited too. And she goes, what? I said, I have a date on Saturday. She goes, that is exciting. I'm so happy for you. I said, yeah, her name is Kelsey. And then I just hear silence. And then, wait, what? I said, yeah, I have a date with a woman on Saturday. And my mom's like, okay. I'm like, I'm bisexual. I like men and I like women. And I have known this for a while. I just haven't really embraced it. And she goes, okay, that's fine. She goes, I just want you to be happy. I just want whatever you want. And that felt really good that she had said that. And I was so excited. And I was like, I love you so much, Mom. I am so happy that that this is okay. And so I hung up and I called up my dad, and I basically did the same thing. I was like, Dad, I have some really exciting news, and I hope you're going to be excited too. And he goes, what? And I said, I have a date on Saturday. And he goes, oh, that is exciting. And I said, yeah, her name is Kelsey. And the exact same thing happened. It was silence, and then, wait, what? It's like, yeah, I am bisexual. I'm actually going on a date with a woman. And he was really supportive, and he was really happy, and I knew he would be. So it was really good. And as soon as I got done talking with both of them, and I posted it to Facebook. I had this cute little meme that said, I think it said, keep calm, I'm bisexual. And I posted it to Facebook, and I wrote this whole little caption about how, I've always been bisexual, and bisexuality is not defined by the ratio of women to men that you have dated. And even though I have only ever dated men, that doesn't invalidate my bisexuality. And it was really good. And I got a lot of positive feedback on it. And a lot of happy comments. And actually the next day, which was Wednesday, I get to work and I clock in, and immediately my boss pulls me off to the side and she goes, I need to talk to you. I'm like, oh shit, what happened? And she goes, so I've had 3 different people come up and tell me about the post that you made on Facebook yesterday. And she goes, I just wanted you to know how proud I am of you and how happy I am for you. And she pulls me into this big old hug. And that felt really good because this was somebody who, like, she had heard it from other people. She hadn't actually seen it, and I hadn't told her personally. But she was so happy for me and so proud, and that felt really good. And also, my grandma had texted me, my dad's mom, and she texted me that morning. She goes, I've always known, I've just been waiting for you to tell everybody else. I am so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I love you so much. And I also got a text that day from my best friend, the one that I had dated on and off in middle and high school. And he basically was, he texted and he said, now that I think about it, he goes, that makes sense. And I'm very happy for you. And we talked for a little bit, and it was really good to hear from him. And it was really good. And I've always accepted that part of me. Like, I've always known that it was there, and I've accepted it, and I haven't, tried to necessarily banish it or not live true to it. But now I'm actually embracing it. I'm enjoying it. And I feel so happy, and I feel so free, I guess. It's very fun, and I have just been, going forward with it, and this is great. And I really hope that somebody else will see my story and maybe think, maybe it's time for me to come out, or maybe it's time for me to start, thinking about what I'm feeling and really sit down and feel those feelings and accept who you are and take pride in it and embrace it. I am so happy, and I am it's great. And I have a great support system. I have a wonderful family. I have great friends. I have so many amazing people in my life who are just all about it and who are so supportive and so great. And I want others to realize that, your situation may not be the best now, but in the future, when you decide, when you are ready, that the world is out there and it is ready to accept you, and it is ready to embrace you, and it is ready to welcome you with open arms. Because it was definitely ready for me. So it's probably ready for you too.